My journey has been a long one. The road that I have been forced to travel has been filled with the most intense twists and turns. I have been married for 15 years, and in that time, so much water has gone under the bridge that my marriage was now basically at an end. Just some weeks after my 15th year wedding anniversary, my husband finally found the courage to tell me that he had been hiding a secret family from me. One that included 4 good children. 4 children which he had fathered while still being married to me. I, on the other hand, was on my 5th round of IVF. I had started my IVF journey around 6 years ago. The first time failed. The second one took, but the doctors found out that it was only an empty sac. There was no baby in sight. So I had to go for an evacuation, which left me feeling dejected, drained, and in pain. The first 4 times, my husband had continued playing the good husband role, but by now all of that had ended. Now, everything that had previously been hidden had come to light. Still, I was determined that I would have my own children, and then I could file for a divorce. My marriage was already at an end. Still, I was hell-bent on achieving my dreams of becoming a mother. To this end, I visited a place where I think is arguably the best IVF center in Lagos State. And on getting there, I had to wait for long hours. It was during this period of waiting that I met Lara, an older lady in her 50s. She was also a candidate for IVF. We exchanged our stories and quickly became fast friends after I found out that she was also on her 5th try at IVF. My new friend could not have been better for me. See, Lara was one of these women who stays firmly rooted in their faith, despite whatever may be going on in their life. Her stoicism grounded me, and she was able to talk me through many of the challenges that had beset my mind. Lara encouraged me and quickly became a pillar of strength and support for me. I and my friend were thrilled when we found out that we had been batched together for IVF. This meant that we would be able to undergo the procedure at the same time and would therefore be able to stay as support for each other throughout the pregnancies. We began imagining how close in age our children would be, probably even born on the same day, practically twins from different mothers. However, our fantasies were roughly cut short one sunny day in July when Lara came to me with tears running down her face. Sandra, the doctors are telling me that they would not allow me to undergo this IVF. They are telling me that my blood pressure is too high. They are saying the diabetes and my rising thyroid hormone levels. Because of this, they are saying they can't allow. What do they want me to do? I'm already 54. Time is going, Sandra. Sandra, they are telling me that the risk is too high. What would I do? Lara, are you going to listen to the doctors? What God cannot do does not exist. I could see that my friend was in pain. Yet, despite her pain, Lara stood unshaken in her faith that her God would give her what she wanted. My friend vowed to take the necessary steps to take care of her health conditions. She stayed determined to reach the best health so that she could still carry her own child by herself. Due to this development, we could not have our IVF procedures at the same time. I had mine done in July, and when I finally went for the testing, I could feel myself fall to the ground under the weight of the news that my IVF had once again failed. My friend, I can feel your pain, but we cannot give up now, especially since my health is now fine. The doctors have said I can do my own IVF. Oh yeah, join me. Let's do this next one together. I will support you. We will support each other. I know by God's grace, this time around, we will both become mothers. I can assure you of that. Please stop crying, my friend. I looked at my friend with blurry eyes. Her conviction gave me the courage to try again. This time around, we prayed together, stayed banded together as support for each other, and we were bashed together again for the process. And we even underwent the IVF at the same time. This time, God smiled on us. Our IVF procedures were successful, and everyone from our batch was pregnant. Oh, I was elated, overjoyed. My marriage was still on the rocks, but I did not care. I and my husband were not on talking terms, but I was happy. I had even had to use frozen fertilized eggs, which I and my estranged husband had provided together back when the going was still good. But now, despite everything going on around me, I was en route to finally becoming a mother. For Lara, the joy that poured out of her heart knew no bounds. Here she was, my 54-year-old friend was pregnant for the first time in her entire life. Oh, we banded together. We became even closer than before. We registered at the same hospital for antenatal care. We did our baby shopping together, and we continued to stay in the place of prayer for and with each other. More good news came when we went for our ultrasound scans. I was carrying twins, while Lara was carrying a single baby. Oh, our combined joy went through the roof. God had finally done it for the two of us. I was in a great place despite being separated from my husband. I was healthy, I was happy, and I was pregnant. And I'd been blessed with the best friend ever, who I daily thanked God for bringing into my life, because her support, her care, and the advice that she had given me had been pivotal in my journey. The months slowly wound down, and the day finally came. As expected, we had chosen the same day for our elective cesarean sections, so that our children would grow up with an extra tight bond. We wanted to have twins, triplets from two mothers. A day I could never, ever forget. I was successfully delivered of my twins. I had been wheeled back into the wards. The nurses, all busy with their duties, hustling and bustling to ensure my comfort and that of my children. It was during this organized chaos that I asked after my friend. How was she? Did she end up having a boy or a girl? How was the baby doing? I noticed that all my questions were being met with averted eyes, hushed voices. I started feeling somehow. I just could not shake this funny feeling that something had somehow gone horribly wrong. Something broke in me when they told me, because that day I lost more than a friend. I lost a sister, a confidant, a cheerleader, a counselor, a builder. So much more than I can say. My blood pressure registered an almost instant hike. My hands My hands became clammy and cold. Sweat just seemed to drip off my skin in huge fat wet drops, almost as if my body was crying for the loss that I had suffered, as if the tears were too much to be shed by my eyes alone. I later heard everything that happened. They told me that Lara had gone smiling into the theater. Unfortunately, her body had given way during the surgery. She was gone. My friend was gone, leaving behind a beautiful little girl that I know her mother would have loved to death if she were still alive. I saw her husband along the corridor some days after, and it was all I could do not to weep with him as I consoled him. I watched as his once bubbly personality disappeared, leaving this silent man that I couldn't recognize with deep pain in his eyes. The day I and my children were discharged from the hospital, my mind seemed to run in loose circles. Here I was, unmarried, but going home with my 2 bundles of joy. So why did Lara have to die? Lara was a good woman. She was a successfully married woman. She was everything anyone would think a good woman should be. As my mind mulled over everything, a few facts dawned on me. 1. Sometimes, disappointments may be God's way of protecting us from harm. Lara had gone through IVF 4 times prior to this one. Could it then be that all those failed IVFs were in order to keep her alive? 2. Medical professionals know way more than we laymen. So if they suggest that the best course of action concerning something is probably surrogacy, then it's best we follow the doctor's advice, because who knows? The doctors had told my friend that she had a better chance at becoming a mother through surrogacy, but she was hell-bent on carrying her baby in her own womb by herself. I felt pain that after over 20 years of waiting, Lara had not even been able to see or hold her baby before her death. Now I'm at a loss. Are multiple failed IVFs a sign from God to try another means of becoming a parent? Or do we keep on trying? I was lucky, blessed even. But then, when faced with such situations, what exactly is the right thing to do? Right now, I am finalizing my divorce. My life has taken shape, and I'm moving on with my twins. Yet the question still remains. Is a series of failed IVF a sign to give up? Or is it just something that should push you to press harder?